Ira Epstein of Linn Associates with your morning flash update for this Friday, the 12th of June, 2020, about 9:15 a.m. Woof, what a day yesterday, right? So today you're getting a big bounce. Now let me give you my take on this. Was yesterday the opportunity to start buying stocks you've wanted to own? Get away from the futures just a moment. Or is the bounce today the day that the traders say this market's run its peak and it's time to get out of the market? It's probably going down to lower levels. I'll let you figure that one out. But folks, that's the battle that you're dealing with right now. I'm watching what people are saying over and over. I read everything overnight. That's the battleground. I've changed over to the September currencies for this, and as you can see, there's a battle. You've got the euro up and the dollar index up. It's rare that they both stay up together. Which one makes sense to be rallying right now? That's another thing we'll find out. You want to switch over to the SEP corn and wheat. The trade has moved there. You want to be into the ox sugar as well. You can still stay in the July soybeans. Bitcoin, I'm moving already over now a little bit into the SEPs, as you can see, tracking what that market might or might not do. So we've got to watch and see that. The news of the day, the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment. These are good numbers. They've lifted up nicely in all categories. I think that's good. The U.S. import-export prices were up 1% in the import, up 0.5 in the export prices. Okay, that's healthy. I don't want to see them keep falling. The Eurozone economic data came out today with the April. Now, this is old data. It's just how they do it, all right? But we knew it wouldn't be good, and their April industrial output was down 17.1% on the month versus an expectation of 20%. And the service industry, there are other areas that are going there. I didn't like what I saw. I don't think that's industrial. I think that's service industry. I don't know why. Oh, that's year on year. I see what it is. The industrial output was down 28% on the year versus expectations of 26.6. Now I get it. So in looking at what I copied that from sources that I'm looking at because they're important numbers. Where we're at right now is everybody's licking wounds. The airline stocks taking off, grains flat again. Beans are seeing Chinese business. There's no getting away from it. If you're watching, you're seeing cargoes bought. It's not driving the market crazy, but it's taking place there. Energy's probably got too cheap yesterday. You drop 8% in one day. That's a big drop. The market's overdone. So the question is, with all that we're hearing on COVID, Houston might be shut down again. Phoenix has got very serious issues. Is this because there's more testing? Is this because people weren't social distancing? I'm hearing both sides of the story on it, so I get confused with it, not being a doctor. But I do understand more testing, more cases, but I also know what I see on TV and those bars when they open. People are going into them. Even Wisconsin, which I'm surprised we're not hearing more about, they just go in like everything's normal. We'll see what happens there one way or the other. As for today, how do you look at today? Well, I think you keep your hands in your pocket as much as you can. Why? It's Friday. It's an evening up. You had a massive decline yesterday. You've made back in the indices, in some cases, anywhere from a third to 45, 50% today. Whether it holds, can't even begin to tell you, but I do think traders are going to be very, very cautious with what they do. I'll be covering that, and as this morning I covered this, and I said pretty much this in my morning subscriber video. Now, if you don't know what I do, at about 5:40 in the morning, I start recording. I record a video that lasts about 20 minutes. In that video, I cover the whole spectrum of the commodity markets. I'm telling you what went on from a fundamental point of view in Asia, in Europe overnight. I'm going to cover at least 40 charts on the futures markets. I'm telling you the reports coming out in the morning, and then I'll update everything as we're moving on. I'm going to give very specific points of entry and exit and objectives and stops. It's going to be all through there. The charts will not look the way you see here. They're going to be with a black background and more studies. I review all of this, and there is a scroll bar on the bottom. You can pull that to get where you want. It goes very, very quickly. There's double speeds if you want that. It gets you all set up for where you want to try it. I tie this together now with my Spider ETF video. So if you want to learn more about this, simply go to our website at www.iraepstein.com, go to the research area, click on Spiders or Morning Subscriber video. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I'm Ira. Have a great weekend. I'll see you all come Monday morning. Trade well today.